Hey everybody, this is Jill. I am a student at UT Health San Antonio School of Dentistry, and I wanted to make this video to explain to you that there are 12 different brushing methods. 12, guys, that's so crazy. That's a lot of different ways of brushing your teeth. Who knew? But I am not going to go through all 12. I'm just going to go over the three main brushing methods that are mainly used. So let's get started. The first brushing method that I would like to show you is called the Fones method. The Fones method is actually really good for little kiddos that are learning how to brush their teeth for the first time. So what you would want to show your little patient is to get the toothbrush and to have it at a 90-degree angle on the tooth surface. And then they're gonna make big, large circles over the teeth. And what this does is it helps them brush their gingival areas and their teeth. And then also it helps them learn how to use that motion of using a toothbrush. So big, big circles around the teeth. All the way around. And again, this is good for children. The second method I want to use is called the Bass brushing method. Now this method is the most popular method, and it's the most to get everything cleaned as far as your teeth and underneath your gingival area to get all that excess plaque out of your mouth. So how you use this is you get your toothbrush, you put your toothbrush at a 45-degree angle right there below the gingival line. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna have this vibrating horizontal jiggle, and you're gonna go all the way around your mouth, all the way. And what this does is the bristles get right underneath your gingival line, and it removes all that leftover food and candy and plaque that's been there for I don't know how long, and it just gets it all out. And you're gonna do this on the front or on the top, on the bottom, and on the inside right here in the lingual. And you can do this on the lingual side as well. It's a little tougher, but you can still get the job done. And then also once you get to your front teeth, you can angle your toothbrush at a vertical degree angle and just get in between those gingival margins. And this is good for adults. And then maybe teenagers who have a better hand grip. And that was the Bass brushing method. This next toothbrushing method I'm going to show you is called the Charter toothbrushing method. And this method is really good for patients who have braces, who've just had surgery and they can't brush their gums, and patients who have fixed bridges, implants in their mouth. And how this toothbrushing method goes is it's almost like the Bass, except instead of going upward at a 45-degree angle, you're going to go downward at a 45-degree angle. So patients who have braces, it's really good and effective to get in between those brackets or in between those wires and get the food out of their brackets. It's good for patients who had just had surgery because you're not putting all that pressure on your gums, but you're still able to brush your teeth and get a good effective clean. And also patients who have fixed bridges, because you could get right underneath there and get all that food and debris out. It's a good method of brushing. And this one is called the Charter brushing. And again, it's good for patients who have braces, who've had fixed bridges, or patients who just had gum surgery. All right, and this next toothbrushing method I'm going to show you is for patients who have an electric toothbrush. Now, a lot of patients think, oh, when I use an electric toothbrush, I can just go back and forth, and the bristles will do all its work because it's automatically, moving. But it's not as effective. So instead of going back and forth, if you have an electric toothbrush, what you need to do is start at the very back and just let the brush head do all the work instead of you doing all the work. So you're just going to get your electric toothbrush and you're going to put it all the way to the back and turn it on, and then just let it do its work and just go slowly. Work your way towards the front very slowly. And a lot of these toothbrushes, they have timers on them. So it will tell you, or basically it'll let you know, okay, you're done with this side. Move on to the other side. 30 seconds for each side. So then you'll move over to this side and just work your way towards the front real slowly. And all the way to the back. And usually with these electric toothbrushes, it takes 30 seconds for each side. So if you're using a manual toothbrush, you're going to want to do 30 seconds for each section of your mouth. And this is good for any patient who has an electric toothbrush. Just let it work its way. Work your way slowly up to the front. And again, this is only for patients who have an electric toothbrush. Now that I showed you 3 of the 12 brushing methods and also a brushing method for electric toothbrushes, I want you to go to your bathroom and try these out and see what you like. Everybody's different, everybody has their own preference, but these brushing methods are very effective, and they have been proven to really get your teeth really clean, and keep that biofilm and all that bacteria just out of your mouth. But remember to brush at least twice a day, and also make sure you get flossing in there as well. I know I didn't talk about flossing, but just make sure you get that flossing in there at least twice a day as well. And if you're using a manual toothbrush, make sure to have a timer with you so you can use that timer to get 30 seconds on each side of your mouth, because that's going to be very effective if you don't have an electric toothbrush. Using a timer with your manual toothbrush, that will help tremendously. So go out there and practice. Make good choices.